Plans to allow scientists to create embryos that are part human and part animal are set for approval by the official regulator in Britain. These hybrid embryos are seen by the country's leading scientists as a vital step in the search for cures for diseases such as Parkinson's and Alzheimer's. It's a highly controversial procedure and is banned in some European countries. Our medical correspondent Fergus Walsh has the story.
This embryo is part mouse, part cow. In a few months, this Newcastle lab is hoping to create a human-cow hybrid. This is highly complex science, the creation of cytoplasmic hybrids, known as cybrid embryos. The starting point is a cow's egg, which is cut open by a laser. The DNA is sucked out. The next step is to take a human cell, perhaps from a patient with Parkinson's disease, and inject it into the egg. Now this is the crucial point at which an embryo is created, because
due later this year, some London schools are taking part in a project to familiarise pupils with gay and lesbian relationships. They're doing this by making a series of books about same-sex relationships available to primary school children. There are now also plans to distribute gay fairy tales to nurseries. David Akinsanya has the story.
The prince pushed away his breakfast.
Story time in a North London primary school. It's a tradition repeated up and down the country.
I've never cared much for princesses.
But listen carefully, this is no ordinary story.
What a wonderful prince. What a wonderful prince. It was love at first sight. The two princes are known as King and King. The wedding was very special, and everyone lives happily ever after.
It's hard to imagine, but just 5 years ago, teachers were forbidden from even using the word gay in classrooms.
But now, some teachers are beginning to bring gay culture into schools.
I've got two daughters, 9 years old and 6 years old. I'm going to teach them, first of all, about values and morals. But if they make a mistake, I don't want them punished with a baby. I don't want them punished with a baby. I don't want them punished with a baby. I don't want them punished with a baby.
The world today has 6.8 billion people. That's headed up to about 9 billion. Now, if we do a really great job on new vaccines, healthcare, reproductive health services, we could lower that by perhaps 10 or 15%. We could lower that by perhaps 10 or 15%. Now, if we do a really great job on new vaccines, healthcare, reproductive health services, we could lower that by perhaps 10 or 15%.
Welcome to a company where cutting-edge technology meets human innovation. Armadyne, we're building a better world, and we're building it with you. Armadyne is embarking on a monumental vision of the future. The most ambitious project ever undertaken by mankind begins now. Currently, we're seeking experienced individuals in the following fields: zero-G welders, megastructure engineers, quantum networkers, experts in zero-G coupling, and multi-generational planning. If you see yourself in our future, take the first step and apply today. Armadyne, taking mankind into the future.
One sound and you die. It's impossible. You're human. My name is Jared Howe. I haven't spoken to another human being in 2 years.
Melanie, Strider, this is the beginning of a love story. And that might not seem like a big deal, except for one thing. This is the future, and humanity is all but extinct. We have been invaded by another species, who erase our minds to take our bodies. But there are a few of us left who still fight back.
Human bodies take a lot of getting used to. They're not like the others we have inhabited. Their emotions are powerful.
Chaos is spreading around the globe as leaders are desperate. Nobody can tell us where they came from or what they are.
Thought alien life would come from the stars, but it came from deep beneath the sea. A portal between dimensions in the Pacific Ocean. Something out there had discovered us. They counted on the humans to hide, to give up, to fail.
Initiating launch operations. Gypsy danger.
They never considered our ability to stand, to endure, that we would rise to the challenge.
Pilots, ready to connect.
Let's go fishing.
2 pilots engaged in neural bridge. Ready to activate the Jaeger in 3, 2, 1.
Today, at the edge of our hope, at the end of our time, we have chosen to believe in each other.
Tell me about the children. Dr. Halsey.
You already know everything.
You kidnapped them.
Children's minds are more easily accepting of indoctrination. Their bodies more adaptable to augmentation. The result? was the ultimate soldier. And because of our success, when the Covenant invaded, we were ready.
Dr. Halsey, you're bending history for your own favor, and you know it. You developed the Spartans to crush human rebellion, not to fight the Covenant.
When one human world after another fell, when my Spartans were all that stood between humanity and extinction, nobody was concerned about why they were originally built.
So you feel in the end your choices were justified.
The world's too big, Mom.
Then make it small. Focus on my voice. Pretend it's an island out in the ocean. Can you see it?
I see it.
My son was in the bus. He saw what Clark did.
You have to keep this side of yourself a secret.
What was I supposed to do? Just let him die?
Maybe.
I have so many questions. Where do I come from?
You just have to decide what kind of man you want to grow up to be, Clark. Whoever that man is, he's going to change the world.
Believed that if the world found out who I really was, they'd reject me. He was convinced that the world wasn't ready. What do you think?
Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled.
That He is God. Shout it, go on and scream it from the mountains. Go on and tell it to the masses that He is God.
Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God.